Hello, everybody. Good morning. Boy, Unredacted is at a rally with Eric Trump and company. Must be exciting. Hello, the Clofers. It's good to see you, Maximilian. Hello, Bonnie and Alice. Hello, Aubrey. Hello, Roswell Aliens. Hello, Darnell. How's Kathy and Bill? Whew. Now it's ripping. Hello, D. Shelley. Chili Philly. Unfortunately, Jen, it's because we all went to sleep for too long. Now we got to take back the reins. We got to remind them, what's up? Hello, wait, now I have no idea what's going on here, guys. Bear with me as I get this figured out.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning. All right, got that figured out. Sorry about that extra playback there. Now I'm back with you. Oh, I didn't mean to do that to you. Hello, Vegas Wallmaker. Hello, Gracie. Hello, RC. It's good to see you, RC. Hello, Paul. I know. It's time to get to it. Today's going to be extra busy for me. Going to do the news real quick. Chaz from PPN is going to pop over for a few minutes, and then it's going to be CBD Gurus. So it's going to be a rushed one for me, not for you guys, but for me. It's going to be a very, very, very busy next 2 hours. All right. So let's dive on in way early. So many of you folks are going to have wait, what's up? He's already done this? Don't worry about the smaller banner. We're going to be changing backgrounds, everything. Just be patient. So many changes coming. I know a lot of folks are trying to give well-intentioned suggestions, but they're just not needed yet. That's all. Hearing very positive stuff. Of course, I included Dr. Shabibi's link again. So you folks that are out there saying, do you have any proof that this is ever going to happen? Listen to it from the man who designed it, set it up, who ran their central bank. The man who designed the entire thing that you are smarter than. Take a moment. Listen to it. I'm tired of sharing it and then you guys not watching it. Well, not majority of you guys already have, but you know what I mean. The trolls. All right. Here is more stuff coming out of Iraq proper, and you want to know what it means. It says, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, revalue our currency, and set a government. Actually, a little different than that. Today, Saturday, a special source confirmed Al Tagir channel that they are having upcoming meetings that bring together Mohammed al-Halbusi, Hadi al-Amiri, Falal al-Fayed, Ahmed al-Assadi, and Fidel Marani in the Kurdistan Democratic Party in Al-Hana to agree on the forming of government. This is big. This is them saying, hey, we're meeting today. We're getting it planned so that we can seek that government so that we can move forward. More news coming out of Iraq here. Let's see what they're talking about in Iraq. While political elites remain in deadlock or government formation, the value of the dinar has reemerged as a source of contention over which to score populist points. To this end, they're working on an initiative hosted by the finance minister to address the exchange rate impacts of inflation on ordinary Iraqis. Federal Supreme Court will on March 14th also host the governor and the Central Bank of Iraq to work through this. And there's a lawsuit forcing them to do what they're supposed to do to increase the value of the dinar. Of course, you have some that don't want it increased because they want to take advantage of a weak dinar so that they can export on the cheap. Iraq, of course, because they export so much more than they import dollar-wise, even though they import their goods, they want it to go up. It's Iraq's currency. They're allowed to move up. This one is some big ones coming out of Iraq over the weekend. One, what do we know? Conversation in their own news that they are seating the government so they can address the exchange rate. They want it sat before Monday because they're going to address the exchange rate on Monday. This is like all of their leadership coming together in one place so that they can change their exchange rate. This one's big, guys. There is absolutely things happening, and you can follow it in the news. You don't have to take it from that crazed political whatever handicap pothead Mark. You can read it in their own news. It is much easier for you guys to look at it that way. So anyways, now let's get back to things. It is amazing what people will pull out of there when they just want to play trolls. So you just run with it. I'm with you. Come on Monday. Could be sooner. I have yet to get a response out of Redemption Center contacts this morning. It is going straight to voicemail, which means phones are off. I am guessing that means they are on location. I don't think it means we're going this weekend at this point. 2 different bond sources. I'm getting the same thing. Could just mean that it's Saturday and there's nothing going on. They're either sleeping in, they're enjoying their weekend. So I'm not going to read too much into that yet. I've heard a lot of chatter from other people's bond sources this weekend that they had started paying early this morning in the wee hours, started paying bond folks, but I don't have it from any of my sources on bonds. Charlie, no, if it weren't for CBD gummies and stuff, because some of them have trace amounts, I haven't reached for the old devil lettuce in a very long time now that we have so many quality CBD products out there. Let's see. Is it going to? We don't know if it's going to happen on Monday, Bel Air, for 100%. We do know that it is going to be discussed and a plan formed on Monday. Could it mean that they are absolutely going to do on Monday? Good. Absolutely could go on Monday, but we should know where we're at after we get through Monday. And then a beach and a drink are definitely on the way. Once they change our rate, we're immediate, Jay Branch. Jay said, after they change rate, how long after do we go? We go like immediately. Now I'm waiting for Chaz to pop in, and then it's going to be the Guru guys. Oh, all right. The daughter. A friend of mine just a couple miles down the road said they're getting snowflakes. There we go. Hello, Kathleen. Thank you, Kathleen. All right, we got, for those that don't know, this is Chaz from Patriot Party Network. Chaz, welcome to the house.
What's up, MarkZ? What a day to be alive.
What a day to be alive.
Woo! Yeah, I'm excited about what's coming down the pike with everything. I can only be on here for a couple of minutes. I know that you've got a lot going on your end. I know we're all going to be doing a broadcast together. It's going to be, what's up, Kathy? What's up, Chrissy? Everybody's chiming in here. But you, me, and Warren are going to be on PPN News in an hour. And I'm excited. I know that obviously with us being totally 100% censorship free, we cannot be shut down. I'm going to say that publicly. We cannot be shut down. The good news is, there you go. Look at there. See, and hey, I just want you guys to understand this too. MarkZ is an asset, but also a friend to PPN. Would you mind pulling that real quick back up, Mark? Guys, this here is the original MarkZ's channel. If you scroll down, you can join the original MarkZ on Patriot Shoot. Okay. MarkZ has his own room. We also have live voice chat, and we're integrated with Signal. Okay. So as Mark was alluding to in regards to maybe phones being cut off, communications possibly being cut off, or it could be the flip side, like you said, it could be the weekend. So bottom line is this: we're at MarkZ's beck and call because we believe in the message of MarkZ and also his intel information. And we just love us a MarkZ. How about
that? But it's fun because especially with the censorship that I've been through, we all have, but even just this past week, a video that was 5 months old, and they decide to come back 5 months after the video and remove it and put a strike on it. Is there any danger of that with PPN?
No, zero, zero. You're looking at the if you want to call it the counterpart to Zuckerberg, except I'm not cabal and I'm 100% patriot. And I'm here to tell you right now, we've got three. Like I said, we're hooking up with three of our own data centers, folks. We're going to be peer to peer with Amazon. You better ask somebody, because I'm here to tell you we ain't going nowhere. Neither is MarkZ. By the way, I was telling MarkZ this morning, we have all of MarkZ's replays. So if you're interested in a particular show with MarkZ, I'm here to tell you right now, look no further. Mark, you're right there on it. Those are, we got 37 pages of the original MarkZ replays here. And we have our own chat as well. So you can interact in the event of all of these platforms start falling. I've been telling everyone this. Think about it like this. You're walking through a neighborhood. All of a sudden, the lights get cut off. But at the end of the road, there's this one light on at the doorstep, and that's VPN.
All right, Tom Burdett, keep the light on.
Well, listen.
I like it. Well, I mean, one, because, with the format for me on YouTube now, I'm going to start backing off on a lot of the underlying news things that I just simply can't discuss. And I'm going to save those for Rumble and PPN, and try to keep things as gentle and PG as possible on YouTube, just because there's some people that just can't make the switch, don't want to make the switch. But if you want to get my unadulterated opinion, you'll have to come over to PPN or catch me when I do Rumbles.
Hey, I'll just, someone in the chat brought up a great point. Is it PPN or Patriot Shoot? Guys, you need to understand the Patriot Party News is our network that does the broadcasting, okay? Patriot Shoot is our own social media platform, which the awesome original MarkZ is on. We've got Mike Penny has his own room. Truth Seekers 88 is on there. We have the Charlie Ward room. By the way, Charlie Ward's about to be doing every week with us broadcasting because of everything going on. Last night, we broke a record. We had 625,000 people watching last night. 625,000. As it stands right now, Mark, you've got a little over 123,000 people watching you right now on PPN. Okay. So we've got an app coming for PPN. But if you share, you can actually, the link here that you have right now, Mark, if you've already shared that, if anybody that has I know on an Apple phone, that if you will save this link to your home screen, it turns into an app. Okay, right now we're actually doing a upgrade on the backside because of the data centers. You're about to see something that even Truth Social does not have. And if you can't tell already, Truth Social is already running through some hiccups. They're going to work through it, but we don't play around over here because time is of the essence right now. Because I'm not taking anything the chance. If you want a solid EBS, I'm here to tell you, you're going to get it from PPN. That's it, period. So with that being said, Mark, I've got to bounce off of here. But listen, I really appreciate your hard work. You're so diligent, and man, we're just proud to be associated with you.
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. I have so much fun when I get to bounce over there because I don't have to worry about what I'm saying. I don't have to play nice. I get to take the gloves off. I like it. But I'll see you over there.
I heard what a lollipop was, by the way, from you, too. So all right. God bless. See
Take
ya.
care.
Bye.
I like that one. Yeah, that whole lollipop thing. All right, where were we at on regular news as we wait for the guys at CBD Gurus to chime in? We'll talk some world news or what's safe to talk. And then we'll have CBD Gurus, and we can answer as many questions as yins guys would like. Latest on the RV front, Fitz. We tackled that one about 2 minutes in today. In a nutshell, we talked about some different articles. This one is referring to a special meeting amongst the political elites in Iraq going on today so that they can get their government sat no later than Monday. We also learned that there is a meeting where they will address in their version of their Supreme Court their rate on Monday, where these leaders and the government and the leadership of the CBI are all being called to task because they have legally, they have to address the rate and change that rate. They have met all of their requirements. So that is a major point of conversation going on in Iraq this morning and today for the past week, but it has very much ramped up. And that probably is your biggest news today. You are seeing from differing sides of their political aisle. This would be if you could somehow get our politicians to do the right thing, similar to what, and I always hate to use this example because of the backlash I catch. But in the 1990s, as slimy as Bill Clinton was, he would at least sit down with Newt and leadership from both parties, and they would whiteboard, okay, what can we agree on? What are we going to tackle? It was Newt's idea, and it took him months to get on. Matter of fact, it took till the first midterms when they got shellacked, when the Democratic Party got shellacked before they were willing to sit down with Newt. And then when they did, suddenly they got so much accomplished, but he would do a whiteboard. He'd say, all right, what can we agree on? What's the most important thing to you? What's the most important thing to you? What are we just so far apart we can't agree on? And then they literally put them to the back of the list, and they took the ones they could agree on, and they started with that, and then how to address it. This is what is going on in Iraq as we speak today. These leaders from every different faction have agreed to sit down and pound this out no matter what. It is huge, not something we can do in our polarized politics today in the U.S. All right. The WHO's recommended that the Ukraine destroy high-threat pathogens at U.S.-funded biolabs, but I thought we didn't have any. The WHO says we've got them and recommends that they go ahead and destroy everything so that there's no chance of anything leaking or a problem during this process. But it is interesting. All right, CNN Business. Russia owes Western banks $120 billion that they will not get back. This is part of what we discussed yesterday with BlackRock and that implosion that is happening. Billions and billions of dollars they are screwed out of because the sanctions against Russia. It gave Russia the excuse to say, well, I don't have to pay it back. You locked all the banks. You took all my money. I can't pay you back. Good luck. Best of luck to you guys. Facebook defends allowing calls for Russian death as Kremlin brands Meta extremist organization. We already knew they were an extremist organization. We don't even need to talk about this one. This one I found interesting, though. Unlike the U.S. and China, they need a political scapegoat. So the number 2 leader is stepping down because of their growth rate slowing to 4%. He is basically taking the political dive so that Xi Jinping can stay at the as the leader of China. So you get the number 2 to say, hey, I should have handled this better. And there you go. I just saw that John in High Point. Snowing in Kernersville right now as well, John. That was a buddy of mine just let me know, which is just, literally just a handful of miles down the road. All right, Americans can't afford gas. Congress gave itself a 21% raise. I just wanted to share an article so you could read about it instead of taking my word because I discussed it yesterday. South Africa wants single African currency to boost intracontinental trade. This would make sense. And this one, I am looking at the different currencies. I found this one interesting because of that and the whole sovereign thing. That doesn't mean sovereigns can't group their currencies because we're looking for a parity. But I found it interesting because they could group their assets. This might be a sign of us moving forward faster than I anticipated. If I read the article and I read the topic correctly, you will be able to exchange it for that currency once they have it. In other words, if your country's currency is worth a little more and you're in Tanzania instead of Zimbabwe or whatever, that it will convert to their new currency. It's interesting because I think Africa is positioning itself to move forward faster than I thought. which means I don't think it's going to take as long for them to get to their new values. All right, we already talked about that. All right, now I'm ready. Now I'm just going to sit around and wait for Matt. For glory to Christ. Oh, bubble farts. Love it. Yeah, Smoky High, I'm trying to figure out what is safe to talk about or not. Suffice it to say that it's on the bond side and we're waiting to see how it pans out. Hopefully we'll know today and before Monday. Oh, there we go. Hello, Matt.
Hey, Mark. How's it going? How you doing?
I'm fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I was just walking back from another building here where a warehouse is. I just got to go in there and sit down. But I was in there, and then I thought, I'll take a little walk here. And then I was just listening on the phone there, you know. But got to get Lucas on. I think he's ready to go. I just talked to him 5 minutes ago, you know.
Oh, well, why don't I sing real quick while we wait for him to call in? We got Cass, we got Misty Hawk, we got a few birthdays today.
Cool.
So why don't I sing? I'm going to get you to be quiet for just a minute or mute yourself for a second, and you try to chase down Lucas, and I'm going to sing.
Yep, you got it.
Why don't I sing?
Oh my God, I got that on too. Okay.
All right, you get quiet. I'm going to sing to the birthday people. We'll talk some CBD, and I'm really excited to bounce over to PPN and unload. I'm tired of holding it in. So they tell me it's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, Cass and Kitty Hawk, Misty Hawk. May you live, may you love, may all your dreams come true. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, ladies, and any guys celebrating as well. Yes, we're already working on that one, Justin, adding the link on my page on CBD Gurus. Already working on that. All right, Matt, now we'll be ready if Lucas ever calls us.
Yeah, I just texted him, so he should be calling any second here. So.
All right, I'll be keeping an eye on the phone.
Yeah.
What are today's specials? Do you want to get on to any of that?
Yeah, we got 9 products on special here today. Giving away the currency and the Bolivar with it, the dong and the Bolivar. Truthfully, I just couldn't get any more small dinar anywhere, you know. So we're going with the dong, and the dong's cool. And let's see, we got. I'm gonna say I know them by heart here. We got the soft gels on the deal again today. We've got the CBGA gummies on the deal. We've got the
Delta 8
gummies on the deal. Can you hear me, Mark?
Oh, yeah. No, I can hear you. I'm sitting here reading them, too.
Okay. And the reason we keep doing the Delta 8 gummies on the deal is because we actually sell a ton of them. You know what I mean? So it's Kevin's trying to call me.
What's this weight loss thing I just saw? Well, you take care of Kevin.
Yeah, let me make sure, Kevin. Hold on a second. He's out riding in the car. He doesn't even know the show's going. But anyways, okay. Sorry about that.
That's
we got the sleep capsules. We got the weight loss. We got the nootropic on special. I mean, with the currency. And we're gonna put. Let's see. Then we have the Delta.
Oh, hold on here.
So
all right. Now we got everybody on there. We got Matt and Lucas on here.
Yep. So Mark. Hey, Lucas, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Good. Hey, just keep going with that. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah. But anyways, so we got 9 products on there today. And so with each product, you get 10 of the Vietnamese dong, and then you get 2 million Bolivar with each product. So that's the deal, and I'm sticking to it. But anyways, how you get into everybody, you go to the CBDgurus.com, and then you go into a wholesale area. You just hit that button. I'm just demonstrating it to myself right now. You hit the button. You go into MZ Wholesale, and then when you get in there, you have to put your code word in, lowercase KRAMCBD, KRAMCBD, just one time, and then you're in, and then you can start ordering. And the currency specials are right on top. And then when you get past them, you can order other stuff in there too. It's just not part of the currency special today. And so anyways, that's a special. How's it going, Mark? Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, no, can hear you great.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just wonder sometimes if all of a sudden I lost you guys, because that first time I was in the field there, I'm still shell shocked from that time.
Yeah. That first one was fun.
The first one. Probably still on recording somewhere. He's insane. Oh, but hey, how's it going, Lucas, today?
No, it's going well. It's going. There's just, it's just obviously a lot going on in the world that Mark's been discussing. So, just trying to, kind of figure everything out for this year, because I feel like it's gonna start getting a little crazier. Maybe, hopefully not negatively, but I'm sure that a little bit more about kind of where we're going. But I mean, we're even looking at gas prices here, nationally. I mean, this thing's going to drag on for another 12 plus months.
If everything in the world goes perfectly and Russia and Ukraine agree to work out all of their issues today, it's going to take a good 6 months before oil prices, gas prices, anything are back to any semblance of normalcy or even any kind of supply chain. And we still don't know, fallouts, Coca-Cola pulled out, Netflix pulling out of Russia, they're locking up oligarchs or wealthy people's money from Russia. I mean, if they did the same thing can you imagine the same thing going on where they just come in here and decide that Bill Gates isn't allowed to have any international money, or George Soros, or Jeff Bezos, or any of those? I mean, the whole world's going to have to go perfect before we see those gas prices drop. We're getting to see an extended period of crap.
I mean, the thing is that people don't realize. I mean, we're starting to see, gas prices is only, a small portion of it. Yeah, it adds, another $150, $160 a month. But, look what they're doing with the cattle and what they're willing to push through with that. I mean, our beef prices might quadruple in the next year if they get their way.
Yeah, easy. No, and honestly, that's their goal. They don't want you to drive. I mean, they want you uncomfortable. They want it to cost you a fortune. They want to force that uncomfortableness to get you to behave in the way they want you to behave.
And rely on them, right?
Exactly.
Just like this gas, they're talking about gas vouchers. The more that we have to rely on the government to survive on a daily basis, you're right, the more they can control us.
Gas voucher? You gotta be kidding me. Really? They're gonna do that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If you don't, this is what they want. Doesn't mean they're going to succeed. They want you to, if your social credit score doesn't match what they think is acceptable, you won't be allowed to buy a tank of gas. This is what they want. It's crazy.
Okay. Oh, I'm serious. I mean, Matt, they're talking right now, Colorado producing, as much cattle as they do. It's real big talk here because of the amount of methane gas, and they're wanting to assess a massive fine for every single cow that a rancher has over like 50 head. And these guys are like, if they start imposing this, like, it's not even going to be worth it to even do it. And it's this, snowball effect of trying to, kind of keep putting the pressure on just the everyday average person.
Yeah, no, I mean, it really is. It's just downright. I mean, it is flat spooky. It is flat spooky. Sally, thank you so much for that sticker. Also, if Unredacted is on, please chat so I can give you your wrench. All right, little housekeeping there in the background.
Lucas. Yeah. What's new in the CBD world? Anything wild happen this week?
Oh gosh, just again, a lot of more regulations coming down. Talked with the board here for the CDPHE in Colorado, as well as California. I know there's one up in Washington. Because they're kind of the forerunners for a lot of the regulations that come down federally. So just trying to see what they're doing, and I'm starting to see a lot of people in the chat talk about the Delta 8, the Delta 9. And a lot of the deltas that the chocolates, the gummies, and we're going to start seeing a lot of pushback from regulators. And we already have with the Delta 8, and I'm telling you, soon the Delta 9 is coming down.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's definitely frustrating. We're starting to see more and more pushback. The thing is, a lot, and I hate saying this, and this is why I feel like it's super important, Matt, that you're getting this out there, because I could easily see, kind of like we talked about last week, we're going to start seeing this stuff start to disappear and not be available for 90%, the population, because marijuana, even though the hemp industry has a lot more money than the marijuana industry, what I'm finding is the marijuana industry, or MED in the state of Colorado, is more organized.
Much more organized.
They have a more organized following, and they have more power within the legislative branches. And so because of that organization, and I feel like the hemp industry, and this is just me, I feel like the hemp industry has been siloing for so long, and everyone, in their individual groups, and they stay in their lanes. But the marijuana industry, doesn't matter if it's California, Washington, here, they are very, very organized. They work together to get things passed. And I don't think they like where the hemp industry is going, because it cuts into what they're trying to sell. And so with that being said, they're trying, I think, to try to get the hemp into marijuana.
In other words, they want to fold it into theirs as one block instead of the other way, so they're not fighting against each other.
Exactly. Well, they want the control over it.
No, absolutely.
And the problem is a lot of these lawmakers are heavily tied in financially to the marijuana industry. So they don't like to see that people in the hemp industry are able to provide a similar, if not identical, product that they can sell in all 50 states. That you can ship to someone in Indiana or Ohio or Arkansas or wherever, and they can't do the same. And so with that being said, they're really, really pushing.
So they're mad about it.
Oh, you bet they are. I mean, of course, and even in the states of California, Washington, here, and even like Illinois, the medical market is hurt, because guess what? Now I don't have to go and get a $300 medical license. I can just go down to my local CBD store and get this, get the same product as I would if I went up to, get my license for my med card and, go get my, my full spectrum, THC products. So,
not only that, the Delta 9s have all the other cannabinoids in there, and I know these people who get the medical card, they don't get that at all.
No, they don't. They just get, the pure THC. Yeah. So it's actually more beneficial to go this route. So, I mean, as you can see, they're losing lots of business, to this mentality. And it's just, it's hurting the industry. And what do they do when it hurts their pocketbooks? They fight any way they can.
Yep. Hey, I got something to link onto that, the gummies there and the cannabinoids and everything. We got a new guy in the warehouse here, Scotty. He's been working about a week, and he actually does orders. He jogs around the stacks of stuff. It's pretty funny. And when Kevin calls in, he can testify on that. But honestly, God, every time we do an order and I see him start jogging around, it's pretty funny. But he said, here's the deal. He said, so we always got the regular gummies, we always got a bag going, Lucas? And And so he's been eating about 20 a day. And he says, is that too many? And I said, no, you're going to be all right. He goes, man, I feel good, you know. And they're not the THC ones. They're just the regular ones. But he says, man, he says, I haven't felt this good since college wrestling, you know. And he's 62. Yeah, buddy of mine I grew up with, 62. Yeah. So anyways, that's the truth.
I mean, it's really helping people on an everyday basis just live a better life. And I think that's what it's all about, right? It's just not so much about helping them live longer, but I mean, the quality of your life is so much more important.
Yeah, but I instituted a rule here at the warehouse. Any of the guys working, and we've only got 4 workers besides me, but it's all you can eat regular gummies. You can't eat the ones with THC because then they don't do any work, you know?
Yeah.
The regular, all you can eat regular ones during the day. Old Scotty, he's been eating at least 20 a day. So.
Oh no, we do the, you know, every once in a while we'll do the THC ones, but we make sure that we order in a bunch of pizza too.
I can't get through. Where's Lucas?
Hey, Mark. Just to answer a few of those questions, a lot of people have been asking that. That is one thing, the weight loss. So everyone's been asking, hey, is there a CBD or hemp product that really provides a great weight loss? And so there is. We do have the weight loss support capsules, 1,200 milligrams, that do come with the Bolivar and Dong for today's special. But in regard to that, I kind of want to give a little bit of a pretext. We are working currently on a new gummy that will have a new cannabinoid that is kind of rare and hasn't been really out there, and it's THCV. V is in Victor. And so it is a non-hallucinogenic cannabinoid. I mean, I know it says THC, but it's a V. So you don't get the regular effects of the THC, but what V does is it's a crazy, awesome appetite suppression. So kind of working with that and formulating that, so that definitely here in the next few weeks, we may be able to talk a little bit more about it and have a product, but kind of some new formulations that I'm currently working on.
The year of the gummy, 2 years late.
Yeah, the year of the gummy. It's not the Chinese year of the tiger. It is the year of the gummy. I like it.
Yeah. I remember I said that 2 years ago, but that was during the sickness, you know, so it didn't work out. But this is the year of the gummy. That one's going to be a big one. And then I could see other formulas coming because, Lucas, you're on the cutting edge, man. So that's cool.
All right, your best products for anxiety. I mean, the Delta 8s work exceptionally well for me, but I don't know. That's what works for me for anxiety. What's your suggestion for anxiety?
I got one. If you're not a sleepy person, you can take in my opinion, but Lucas, you can chime in here. You can take a Delta 9 gummy or a Delta 8 square and cut it into, I don't know, about 6 pieces for me anyway. And if I take one of those every 5 hours, a little 6 of it during the day, I seem to, on the Delta 8, truly I get a lot smarter. On the Delta 9, I get a little bit more relaxed. I get relaxed with the Delta 8, but for some reason I just turn into almost an Einstein on that Delta 8 during the day. But I don't know why it does that. I'm just saying, it's the truth. Stuff comes out of my mouth.
I'm gonna send some to Elon. See if we can go ahead and fix all these things.
Yeah, I think the Delta 8 is definitely more of a body feeling, whereas the Delta 9 is going to be more of a mind relaxer, if that makes sense. So, like on the Delta 8, you're going to still be able, I'm still able to take a half chocolate in the evening and still work and still really, really function very, very well. Whereas if I take a Delta 9, if I really want to relax, but, it definitely affects your mind more than the Delta 8 does.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, you got any good questions from any of the people out there?
Just had somebody ask where to find the Delta 9s. They are in the wholesale, MZ wholesale. Let's see, Delta 8 super full spectrum gummies. Those are the Delta 9s, right?
Yeah, the super full spectrum gummy. Yeah, for sure.
So I click, well, there it is. And you'll see right here on it, it has the 9 THC. So it's protected. Number 3. Super full spectrum gummies. That's where you find those. Had somebody ask. Had somebody also asking complex regional pain syndrome. Not one I've heard of. Any thoughts? I mean, I don't know enough on that one. I don't know what to say. That's not a condition I've heard of. I can tell you that for pain, the 8s and the 9s are the most effective for me. After those, if I'm going to step down to one where it does not bother me at all to function, to operate, I like those capsules. Those what do you call them? Your full spectrum capsules? What do you call those things? Those soft gels.
Full spectrum soft gels. Yeah, full spectrum soft gels. Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, those things are that's instead of like Aleve or ibuprofen for body pains. That's like a go-to. You got to function, got to work. Back's hurting you. You don't want to slow down. That's what I do.
Yeah, what do you use mostly, Lucas?
For pain, I do like twofold. So I actually like for whatever reason, like I think that the black seed, the Miracle Gold black seed and CBG helps with my inflammation. And then I also do the full spectrum gummy, and mostly because it just the amount of minor cannabinoids, it also helps with the swelling, inflammation in the body, and then the Delta 9 helps with the pain.
You know what? You're on the
so I kind of do both of those together.
Yeah, the Miracle Gold, and I've been working on my feet here more at the warehouse. Standing up on the concrete here a lot more than usual. Because I just got one of these adjustable desks that goes up in the air. So, but I've made an effort. So being on my feet for about 8-9 hours a day now, and my feet were getting a little puffy. And so then I just use the Miracle Gold, and not that they're getting puffy much. I mean, just don't go crazy and think I'm like giant tubby feet or anything. They're just maybe 2%. I can just feel it in my toes a little bit, But then I use the Miracle Gold, and then I wake up in the morning and they're normal again. So I'm just saying that it gets rid of puffiness for me, and I'm sure it works in your whole body, So, I mean, you got that bloated feel after a night out having a few beers, get a little bit of that Miracle Gold rolling, How'd that sound?
No, I liked it.
I think a lot of people feel like they get the same response as well.
Or if you go and have a giant pizza or something at night, like people, I don't want giant pizza, and then you wake up the next day, you're bloated, man. Well, maybe if you take some Miracle Gold, you're not so bloated,
Yeah.
See, we got
in college and I was studying stuff. I was kind of like I was out there, and I should have paid more attention, So.
Matt, when will the 4-ounce pain cream, 2,000 milligram, be back in stock?
Luca?
It's funny that you say that, Mark. They actually shipped out. We just made it up and shipped out a bunch. It would have been on Thursday.
Oh man! So put it back in stock then.
Yeah, because so once Kevin puts it back in stock, just know that Matt, they'll get to his warehouse probably, I'd say Tuesday or Wednesday. So let him put it back in stock, and just know that once you order it, they'll be able to start fulfilling those probably Tuesday or Wednesday of this coming week.
Gotcha. All right. Let me walk people through this one, because we got a lot of new people on there bouncing, because there's so many people watching PPN and other places. When you order, you go to their website, CBD Gurus. Then you look for, you can see my mouse, you hover over wholesale, MZ wholesale pops up, click it. And normally this is where it asks for a password, but because I've already entered one today, my computer remembers that I have. It would be a little drop down, and it would say password or passcode. to get into the special sections. And make certain if you don't order from the special section, you're not getting currency. They're going to think you are a normal, know nothing customer about the wholesale site. So make certain you wholesale, MZ wholesale, wholesale, MZ wholesale. And then that's where the KRAM CBD passcode goes in, all lowercase. And that way, if you order from this side, because they've had a lot of people that order from the wrong part of the site, and then they're like, man, I ordered this much and I didn't get any currency. It's because you ordered from the wrong part of the site. And, they fix those things, but it's a nightmare. It takes a while. Makes it unnecessary work for them and for you. All right. Did I do all that right?
Yeah, that was great. Hey, I just want to let all the new people on here listen for the first time. Our products, it's, in my opinion, the quality is second to none. And then we get the guy on who runs the product control and all the manufacturing and everything. That's Lucas on here. And I think it's the only show in the country where you get a guy in Lucas' position that comes on a show and talks to people about stuff, I mean, people come on and try and sell stuff and everything. And sure, we want you to buy and everything, but we got a great product, and Lucas has got good, not chemicals, but product going into the product that makes it good. Did I say that right? But anyways, no, I mean, it's a great product at a great price, and then you get the currency with it too, when that hits, man, you'll be able to get a lifetime supply. So Matty Boy's going to lower the price then even more. How's that sound?
Well, I mean, honestly, the thing is that in certain areas, I think what we're finding is there's people like, and I shouldn't use other companies' names, but what you'll find is that over the last, say, 3-4 years, the prices of some of the bulk and raw material has gone down. And so kind of like what we discussed is like, why keep the price up? If the price of the raw material is going down, like get it more accessible for everyone, right? Lower the price and be able to provide it to more people. And so what we're finding with a lot of companies, they're like, no, they have still kept the price up so ridiculously high for a lot of these products where it's out of reach financially for a lot of people. And, it's, honestly, I don't feel like that's probably the best practice, especially in this space where, I think a lot of people could benefit from it.
No, absolutely. It's so interesting. Can they please ship UPS? I don't know if that's a possibility for you guys or not. I don't know why it would be important to go UPS instead of United States Postal. Is there something I don't know about the whole shipping thing?
I mean, USPS does have their issues. I mean, let's be honest. But then that's the thing too, is that we're trying to keep the cost down. So, when we charge the $9 for shipping, USPS, I mean, I guess we could, potentially do a drop down if you wanted UPS, but I mean, you're going to be paying, twice as much, to get it to you.
Yeah, you got a point there. In other words, United States Postal Service is government subsidized, so you don't have to pay as much. Don't get me wrong, you're paying for it in your taxes, but it makes sense.
Then the other thing too, the Postal Service, if you send something out Thursday, most time it can get to people by Saturday, or if you send something on UPS on Thursday, it ain't getting there till probably next Tuesday or Wednesday, easy, So, anyway, I don't know. I lost you guys for a little bit there. I just added that in there.
Yep. Now we got Kevin joining. Hold on, guys. Don't talk for a second. Now we got Kevin, Matt, and Lucas on the phone. You're on air, Kevin. Just to give you a heads up, you're talking to everybody.
Hi, folks. How are you? Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Hey, Kevin, let them know the tidbit of the week from Kevin's office.
It's been an incredible week. We got 9 products on special this week, including currency. And I drew the line in the sand so everybody knows what products they are. There's a big red line at the bottom of it. because I get that question a lot of times in the emails. And also, too, folks, if you can really, really double check your orders before you check out and make sure you got your addresses right and that you got your order right, that you ordered the right products that you wanted to, because I get so many emails about that, too. And another topic would be is, a lot of people are asking, what product should I get? And what covers pain and what covers sleep? And I've got this back pain. And I would advise you is what I basically tell people is that all our products are good for pain, just depending upon how you want to take them, whether it be in a gummy, tablet, or powder, or soft gel, or whatever. And then generally, I would say our sleep gummies are an easy, real mellow way of going to sleep. But if you really want to get knocked out, start out with our Delta 8 or Delta 9s, the chocolates or the gummies, and start out with a half a gummy. Don't take a full one. I had an email of a lady the other day. She says, I felt like I was in a coma. I took like four gummies and 2 chocolates. Oh, wow, I'd be in a coma for a week if I did that. And
Shoot.
am I going to be all right? So, anyways, and then I had an interesting story I gave my daughter Maria a couple weeks ago, who was very, very sick with this flu going around and a bad cold and respiratory. And she tried it. She says it was the last resort because she couldn't handle it after having it for 2 weeks. Well, she got rid of it in a couple days. And her daycare sitter actually had the same stuff that started coming on yesterday. So Maria brings the stuff over, the Miracle Gold and the CBD gummies. And she says, take one of these gummies and then take some of this Miracle Gold. And she did. And then she went to sleep. And she called back my daughter last night. She said, I feel better already. And she says, I've been feeling this way for 3-4 days. So our products work. That's all I got to say.
I'm enjoying some of this. Somebody wants information. I can tell you on the brain support one, I have, you guys have heard me talk. I call her Abuela. Her name's Patty. Her husband was the World War II vet that passed. She has started using the neurotropics, and she is the biggest fan. When she ran out, her family ended up buying her more because they were like, oh my God, this stuff flat works. It makes a huge difference in her. So, I've seen that one. Good stuff. I'm looking forward to trying the diet one.
Yeah, there's a loyal crowd that orders a nootropic. They ordered the weight loss. They ordered the isolate. And it seems like they order it all the time. Not all the time, but, usually every other month, a couple of them or something. But, yeah, I put those in there today so those guys can get some currency, too. So I'm going to keep giving the currency out until the RV, baby. That's all I can say.
Even after, then we can start doing some of the currencies that we think will go after just for fun.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we got, there's something else that's kind of valuable that we got, me and Kevin are trying to get our hands on here all the time. So, right, Kevin?
Yeah, and I like to thank the folks, they've been so encouraging for Matt and I and Lucas, the nice comments about us and about our products and everything, and it just is so uplifting. And then, I got a story of a lady that hasn't slept for almost 20 years. She said she was lucky she got 2 hours of sleep, and she's taking the Delta 8 gummies, and she says for the first time she gets 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night.
I can tell
And
you, I can count on 6 solid hours when I do the Delta 8s, and usually more like 8, and it's glorious.
yeah,
Yeah, I was explaining that to some people new to CBD the other day. They came over and I said,
I'm over at my friend Pat's house right now, and he'll take a Delta 8 chocolate, sleep like a baby too.
he's probably still sleeping, right, Kevin?
No, he's up here. He's sitting right next to me. He's listening to your show. Yeah.
Great show, Mark.
Yay, I appreciate you. Yeah, I was going to get him to tell you hello, but now that you can hear us, hello.
That's Pat God's my good buddy here.
Hey, Pat.
All right, there's not a password and a coupon code. There's only a password. It is built in. There's not a additional. When you go to you hit MZ Wholesale, and that's where you would use the password to get into the discount side. You don't need anything extra once you're in there. Being in there is the discount. And if there's any, you'll notice here, Kevin put real clear, no specials or currency beyond this line. Now, anything in the MZ wholesale side is much cheaper than even their normal shop side because they're currency holders. They were part of this community. They were watching because of currency, and they were like, hey, let's send some Mark some CBD. He likes CBD. And I liked it so much, I started talking about it, and then they decided they would help sponsor me some so that I could spend more time diving and doing podcasts and not as much time in the day job. But that's how that one works. There's not, once you're in the wholesale side, you're already getting lower prices. It's not an extra code on top, but it is a password. Otherwise, guys, they're normal customers that know nothing about currency, not part of whatever, would be spending a whole heck of a lot. They've cut their margins down to next to nothing because, well, they're part of the same community. They know you guys are hurting.
Well, the thing is, too, Mark, is those prices that we are giving you folks out there are almost as close as to the prices as we give to the stores that buy thousands and thousands of dollars worth of our products. And this gives you the chance to have that same purchasing power as the store does. And everybody deserves a break and deserves to get that product or that healing from those products at a cheaper price instead of an arm and a leg.
Yeah, this is true. Harold, you're right. I do have to start wrapping this one up for PPN. I have had some people saying that your email has been loaded. Any luck starting to get caught up on that front?
I got caught up on a lot of it today.
Okay. So still a little more, but you are chasing it.
Yeah, I've been pretty much keeping up on the emails.
All right. I had a couple people asking because they had sent an email and they were like, well, I haven't heard back yet. And I was like, I'll check. I'll ask.
Well, Kevin will get after him today for sure, right, Kevin? I mean, yep. Whatever's left, he'll get, in probably the next 3-4 hours,
Awesome.
Yeah, there's not too many left now. There's maybe 15 of them left.
Oh, wow. I'm impressed. I think I only added another 600 or 700 unanswered this week. It was a good week. Normally it's about 1,000 a day I don't get to.
Hey, Mark, can I just say one thing? So, because I know there's people out there that when you see the THC on the label and everything, just be cautious if you've never taken it before, because that's the thing that can, it's a little mind altering if you take too much. If you don't take too much, I mean, like I said, I can take a 6 of one of those square gummies during the day. It's just all it does is take my anxiety, my hyperness down a little bit, And not that I get really hyper, but I get kind of feisty sometimes, because there's so much going on. But I don't know. How do I get Kevin?
Oh, you're pretty good, man. You're wonderful.
But I'm just saying I calm down a little bit, when I take a little bit of that. And I know Lucas does, because I'll call Lucas. I can tell when he's taking a little bit too much. No, I'm just kidding. Lucas, you still there?
Yeah, you know what? Don't throw me under the bus, Matt. All right, I enjoy
I'm just kidding.
Full spectrum THC products. All right, so how about
Hey, you know what though?
They work.
Yeah, they work great.
They work.
I feel great. I feel like a better person. It makes me a 30-40% better person overall in my life. That's for sure. Everything, you know. I'm just
Lucas, you've given us such wonderful products.
Yeah, absolutely, Lucas, you do.
Hey, so everybody go to CBDgurus.com. Go into MZ Wholesale. After you get into CBDgurus.com, go to MZ Wholesale. And the code word is all lowercase KRAMCBD. And that was Mark's name backwards on our first great night in the field. I made that code up.
you know, at some point you'll have to switch it up and change the code just to mess with folks.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Cram CBD. Yeah,
Yeah.
But you know what? I think it's kind of a ring to it. But yeah, that's it. Everybody, go in there and get the currency, get the specials, and yeah, for sure, and get healthy. Right on.
All right, if somebody works and they get tested, what I know there's a certain thing they have to look for on the product to make certain it is a 0-0, a certified 0-0, no chance. Would you even take those, or would you just steer away from the product and hope for when the laws finally change and this crazy control from our government goes away?
Lucas, you can answer it. I will, but because I've asked you so many times. But go ahead.
So hard, Mark, because I would suggest things like the Miracle Gold that has CBG that doesn't have anything else in it other than the CBG or the CBD isolate, the isolate capsules. I would say that those two products you'll definitely be okay. But still, again, Mark, I mean, what's so difficult is that a lot of these people that are testing, they're like, well, I don't care if it's CBD or THC, it's all the same to me. And so if they see that spike on the graph, they're going to be like, well, it may not be THC, but it's close enough. And so it really just depends on the testing facility and who's behind it and who's willing to actually look into it to see what it actually is. It's just, you're right, though. It's super frustrating that these people just want to control every aspect.
It is.
Get this, Mark. You ready for this one? I have there's a company here in the Springs that put out a job listing. One of my friends was looking for it, and he applied. And they said, all right, we're going to do a drug test. And he was like, well, I do use THC products.
Right.
I mean, we live in Colorado, right?
Sure.
And they're like, well, we don't care. And he's like, okay, so what's the drug test for? And they're like, nicotine. And he was like, nicotine?
Wow. Yeah, to make certain that you're not lying about being a smoker or not a smoker for their group insurance.
Well, and so that's what I'm thinking. No. If you have nicotine in your system, they will not hire you. And so and he was like, wait. So you're not going to test me for marijuana, for heroin, for any illegal drugs, but you won't give me a job if I test positive for nicotine? And it's just like, where do these companies come up with these regulations?
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. It was very interesting hearing that story, that companies are kind of getting creative. And I think it's honestly because this company had a particular issue with smoke breaks.
Right. Yeah, I can see that. Makes sense.
And so they don't see one that has any addiction to nicotine.
I mean, it literally is. I mean, historically, study after study after study, the least productive workers are cigarette smokers. And they may kick butt when they're there, but the average one wants their body screaming at them for 4 breaks an hour. So, yeah, you do the math. I mean, I know I'm going to get a lot of screaming from some smokers, but that's the science. All right, I've got to wrap up, guys.
All right, thanks, Mark, for having us on. Thanks, everybody. Mark.
Thanks, everybody. Take care. All right, guys, that was the CBD gurus, etc. All right. scrambling there. I need to wrap up for PPN, so I'm going to leave now for PPN. Everybody out there, thank you for joining this Saturday. If you want, come join us over there. It is, I think the first 30 days are free if you decide you want to join. There's way more content than just me over there. A whole heck of a lot of it on the truther side of things. But let me get to it. So I will see you all Monday morning, 10 a.m. unless we get breaking news before, or unless you come join me over at PPN. Bye, guys.